Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle and I make art videos, and today I am going to partake in a OC character challenge. And basically I'm just going to be following this challenge that I found on Pinterest and kind of just getting some practice out of it as well. If you want to follow along, the picture will be linked in the description box, and I am so excited. I think this will be a fun one, and I think that we can go ahead and get started. Alright, hey guys. So, I'm gonna move that out the way for now because I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be doing anything digital with this today. At least not for this challenge. Just a sketchbook and a pencil really, and I think I'm going to get couple different like pens, colors, things like that, to just in case I want to add some like color business to this. Okay, so the first kind of like section of the challenge, it says species and you're supposed to go by your birth month. So I was born in August, you know, Leo gang. So I'm going to be drawing a god or a goddess type figure, which I will say I've never drawn anything like that before, but when I do see like any like Greek mythology themed work, it's always really beautiful and like majestic. So I'm hoping whatever I get out of this will also be beautiful and or majestic. And then for clothing style, it says your first name initial, and mine is M, and it says that. So the clothing style is going to be like 1800s, like fashion. Looking that up, that's also something that I've never really I enjoy like historical fiction stuff, but I've never like really largely looked into 1800s like fashion, so that'll be interesting trying to incorporate that with Greek mythology. And then it goes on to say color scheme will be your favorite season, and I love summer so much, and unfortunately it says neons for summer. I don't know how these different things that I am getting are going to mesh together. They sound like they're totally like just like not gonna work at all. But I guess that's why it's called a challenge. So this is hard because when thinking about a pose, I also have to think about what outfit is she gonna be wearing. Yeah, I'm drawing a goddess, I guess, and just kind of like even just googling like 1800s fashion, it's just like really poofy skirts and the kind of thing that I just wouldn't, you know, like when you imagine like a goddess or like anything Greek mythology in general, you think of like really flowy dresses, and honestly kind of just like the opposite of what I'm seeing here for 1800 style. So I'm seeing some fun with the sleeves, so I might do something fun with the sleeve. It's just a boring pose. I thought it was kind of like interesting, but the more I go on to draw it, I'm like, it's just boring. Maybe I'll do some like interesting stuff with like the hair and whatnot to make it a little less drab. I love a good poofy sleeve, so I think to kind of like tie in like the 1800s-esque looks, I'm gonna just focus on the kinds of like poofy sleeves that they be doing. I might even leave it sheer because that looks kind of cool. And then a lot of the collars I'm seeing are kind of like very decorative and weird. But I'm still trying to tie in like the Greekness. So definitely adding in like the little robe type things I'm seeing in some of these Greek photos. Okay, so honestly, some of the stuff I'm seeing is kind of almost Greeky. I'm sure like some historian's gonna like clock me in the comments, but some of the look of it is like just kind of grand and like extra, doing the most, but keep it dainty somehow. I have no idea. Just like pretend that this looks like a really cool hairstyle. We'll work on the details of this later because right now it looks like a cinnamon roll. And that's not really the vibe. And then maybe one of those like these type things. Yeah, this drawing is definitely giving me confusion on, you know, what time period is this person from? Like, what am I looking at? Which I guess was the goal, but it's definitely like, what the heck, confusing a little bit there. But I think I'll just roll with that and kind of go in with pencil and try to make this all try to mesh somehow. See what happens. I'm gonna look up and see if earrings were a thing in the 1800s. It seems they were. I learn something new every day, you know, so. And I'm gonna come back to the hair later because, like I said, I'm not sure what's going on up there at all. This is the craziest fit I've ever seen in my life. I'm wondering if I need to like just simplify some parts of it to make it mesh better, because right now it's just, as I suspected, it's very scary looking and confusing. Maybe the under-piece, like I was trying to kind of like bring in like a Greek style like toga type thing underneath, but it's kind of sort of throwing it off. And I think I'm gonna scratch, although it would have been really cool, I'm gonna scratch the translucent concept just for the sake of trying my best to simplify these, and also trying to remember that it is like mostly supposed to be an 1800s style look. So although the Egyptian stuff is like really cute and fresh, it's not exactly the end goal here. Okay, I'm not like entirely mad at this. Still a tad bit confused in some sections, but I think it's mainly got something going for it. The sleeves here are definitely throwing me off, but I'm worried if I take off the sleeves, then like the whole 1800s vibe really leaves the premises. I think to make it more 1800s, I could put like a really huge poofy skirt, but then I think it would lose the entirety of its Greek vibe. And that's not a risk I'm willing to take right now, so I think I might just leave it with what I have right now. I got this in Italy. Hopefully it still has some juice on it. The dots, I feel like, well, I guess they would serve as like freckles in this instance, kind of like tie in the like stippling type dots that I have down here. So that's why I'm adding it up here, because I want everything to look cohesive. I'm a flop and almost just forgot to draw on the hands. So don't forget your hands, folks. Before I was just erasing the lovely red marks. Just keep in mind when you're using like a red pencil or any pencil really to sketch with, it is an erasable one, but the red doesn't completely come off. Like you can still kind of see that there is little red streaks, which I actually enjoy, just like a little hint of color kind of like wandering. It is just a sketch for me, but if you're working on like a major project or something, just keep that in mind. And yeah, don't forget to draw on your hands. Don't be foolish like me. And I think I like the texture that the stippling brings, so I'm gonna keep stippling like all over, I think, just to add in some more texture there. I have no idea how I want to draw these hands. Oof, the great dilemma. Some weird, like, freakish looking hand is just gonna ruin this whole thing. What the heck am I looking at right now? Let's just say like that. Maybe she's wearing gloves, y'all. Yo, that looks crazy. Like, that looks like a fin, and I might just scream. This is why we plan things better, because like everything else looks amazing and the hands look like... Let me see if this can be fixed, y'all, because this looks like insane right now. I feel like gloves are the only good explanation for why these could be looking that scary and that strange, but honestly, y'all, let's just pretend like those aren't even there. Let's just agree on that. Yep, guys, we don't speak of it, we won't mention it. Low-key messed it up here, but what can you do? That's real life. These draw with me's are real life stuff. Just gonna add stippling and hopefully it'll all just blend in. Like I meant to do that. I'm lucky that gloves just happened to work with my time period, because otherwise okay, whatever. Whatever at this point. Yeah, I think that is my finished product here, as long as, you know, we all agreed, signed the waiver to not acknowledge the hand. But I think I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. There is some more on the little challenge sheet that she's got here in terms of the color scheme, personality, and name. But I'm not doing digital art. I don't feel like I want to color right now. If I do end up coloring it, I will film it for y'all, but I think I'm just gonna leave it in grayscale right now. I like how it looks. If I did add color, it'd probably be through digital art, I'm thinking, because I don't know that I have a bunch of access to like really good quality neon colors that would work with this. But yeah, and name, it has to do with like favorite cartoon characters and last name, but like my favorites change like honestly every month and a half, so yeah, so I'm just gonna leave it at this. If I name her, I'll let y'all know, but I think I'm happy with where I am right now. Let me know in the comments if you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any more video recommendations for me, please let me know. Bye! You stayed! Thank you so much for sticking around, watching this video, and enjoying the process with me. And I hope you guys have a really good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!